This is Matthew Deluna, and you're watching the WTP Wrestling Today podcast.
What is up, WTP fam? It's your boy back with another one. And today we got one of my good buddies here today, Mr. Matt Deluna, here on the episode. Matt, how are you doing today, man?
I am doing tremendous, just living life, doing the thing.
Can't complain. Good Lord woke you up today,
Nah,
right?
he did.
Gave us another day to talk about pro wrestling. That's
Yeah,
always a
no, I'm
good
always
thing, right?
thankful. Always.
Oh, yeah. Got to wake up and thank the big man upstairs. All right.
Every day, every morning.
Oh yeah, but man, how have you been though, for real? Because I haven't talked to you in a hot minute since the last time Spotlight or opening the bell. My bad. A
I
lot of
feel like
shows.
I feel like last time I still had long hair. Is
You
that true?
did. I think you did. You still had the man bun going on.
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah.
was like one of the early episodes with you and me on there. But the last time, I
hmm
think you did have it short and clean cut.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No,
That was that was at the last episode of Game Changer.
that's right. Do you know why I cut it?
I don't. I just thought you
So
were trying to, look good for the ladies, man.
shoot, that's part of it. But I've always had the short hair, and I've always wanted to have long hair. Um, but school and different just things in life would prevent that. And one day I was like, you know what? If I want to do it, I need to do it now. And I grew it
Oh,
out. And after it got pretty long, I got challenged to a hair versus hair match.
ah,
And I told them, y'all don't have y'all don't mean enough to me for you to even have the opportunity to capitalize off my hair. So I just cut it.
ooh,
Like so we never had the hair versus hair because I didn't have the long hair anymore. You're not going to try to use me for your own benefit. I'm
oh
me,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
oh yeah, because they would have had you looking at like Big Show after his fade.
Yeah, no.
If you know, you
Like
know. Kurt Angle versus Big Show. Well, he attacked him, but
right. I was like, you ain't going to shave my head, like no way. So
oh yeah, man, I always like throwing those little jabs of wrestling history in there when we talk about this stuff.
I think so my favorite subject in school was history, right?
Yeah,
And I really think it's because of pro wrestling because I'm so in tune with so much history of the business that I think it's really just made me a fan of history and everything, you know?
right.
Like I'm
Because
a huge American history buff because I think of, you know, WWE and TNA and indie show I went to as a kid. Like I can tell you everything about Texas Elite Wrestling before All Elite Wrestling was a thing.
oh
Like it's
wow.
just yeah, that's just kind of how my brain's wired. I just love history of maybe it's because I'm such a fan of of everything because like I said American history
Hmm.
I'm pretty in tune with. I can't tell you every president, but I can
Oh
tell you
yeah.
the significant ones, you know what I mean? And I can tell you what they did or
Yeah.
you know what I mean, especially early American history.
Oh,
I
oh
can't tell
yeah.
you the stuff in the 1900s or later 18 just because I don't know. I guess I haven't studied that portion, but
Oh man, that's like a whole other other thing. They told us the basics in school, right?
yeah, for sure.
So
But those
yeah.
basics, I'm in touch with. You know what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying?
Those basics we can remember, but anything else, like,
Yeah,
hold up, man, getting too deep.
for sure.
But last time we talked, the very first episode you were on, we didn't get to talk like this, right? We were just kind of getting to know each other and stuff, and we've known each other for a few years now, so a little
Right.
more comfortable. So this time around, we're actually going to ask you some very very good questions. Like you were talking
Okay.
about the wrestling history, the wrestling business, how you put it all together, and what makes you in tune with the business. But
hmm
if you were to define one moment that got you into professional wrestling, what moment was that?
I don't remember like what made me a fan, but I remember the day I wanted to become a professional wrestler. Like I remember the exact moment I was like, I'm going to do this. I was invited to an independent wrestling show in November of 2009,
All right. What was the
and
show called?
it was called Texas Elite Wrestling. It was like 3 minutes from my house, if that. It was like right beside my house, and it was just a small town uh, thing. Like it was free to get in. Like it wasn't like today where the indies profit and stuff. This was legitimately just a place where it was like community reign. Like it was for the community. So
Yeah.
uh, we go, and a guy named Max Lavaro comes out, and he like they're all from Gladewater, Texas. Like that's where I grew up, Gladewater, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like all these guys come from where I live, and they live the life that or they lived the life that I live now. They went to the same school as me, and they get to do it. So I was 8 years old, sitting in the crowd, and I was like, you know what? Whenever I'm older, I'm going to become a wrestler.
Man, you just
Yeah.
took me way back because in 2009 I was already. I'm older than you. That's all I know.
Yeah.
But I do remember going to indie shows and like you just said, they were free back then, right? They were just pop up somewhere and
Yeah.
pull up, and we used to have a few right here in the bazaars. So it was kind of like you had to keep up with who's going to do what that week, and internet
Right.
wasn't as big yet. You couldn't just pull it up on your phone because I was younger when we went to those shows.
Hmm.
So we didn't
Right.
have the internet and all that on our phone, and then we actually had to go look for it, and sometimes by accident. And I remember going to those shows, and it made me want to go to shows when I was older. I was like, I'm gonna start going to more shows.
The best part that like happened on that day in
What was it?
November of '09. So that was my first ever indie show, but they had a raffle. It was like one
Oh,
dollar raffle tickets, and the winner of the raffle got a DVD of the prior month because they ran monthly.
oh yeah.
So go to the show, and I'm like on a high because I've witnessed, to me it was like the most incredible thing I'd ever seen,
Oh yeah.
and I won the raffle, and I got the DVD. I remember going home watching that DVD, and I think that's when I became a history buff, really, because I was like, oh, so the reason why Max Lavaro and Colton Shane had a match, last night is because this happened last month. You know what I mean? So I was like, I was interweaving the stories of the last
Oh,
two
okay.
episodes. You know what I'm saying?
You were connecting the
And
dots there. You're like, okay,
yeah, and it just
it just,
yeah,
it
that'll
just,
that'll just mean everything to me.
you were hooked from there on.
I was extremely hooked. Obviously I'd been watching it on TV, and the reason why I don't remember becoming a fan is because I know everybody says this, but I just always have been. My papa and my dad, they watched every pay per view together. Um, so from birth, I was like, there was a VHS tape on a bookshelf that said, my first WrestleMania, and it wasn't, like it was just '02. So it
Oh,
was Mania of '02 because I was born October '01,
oh
and that just kind of tells you how significant wrestling was to me, my dad, my papa. So
man, that that's actually pretty cool. I never actually got to go to shows with my grandfather. He actually passed away in
mhm.
about 96, 97 run there. So I
Yeah,
never got those moments. But my dad, he always tells me like, "Oh yeah, your grandpa used to go to the rodeo center here in Mesquite when the Von Erichs and the Fabulous Freebirds would be there, and he would just get everybody in the car and take off."
yeah.
And I was
Well,
like, "Oh, that's actually pretty cool."
my papa passed, really early in my career, but he did get to see me a couple times,
Oh,
and
nice.
sometimes I'll watch one of my older matches, and I'll see him like in the corner of my
Yeah.
eye, in the crowd, and I'm just super grateful that
Yeah, he
he got
got
to see
to.
me. Mhm.
That must have been really. He must have been really proud of that for sure.
For sure. Because I mean, on my wrist tape, you seen Bill on there, and Bill, he's my papa, and when I've gotten to share the ring with some of these people, you know, I'm sure later on we'll probably touch on my match with Mike Bennett, but I remember because he knew who Mike Bennett was, like we watched him on TV and stuff. I can't even imagine what he'd be thinking if he knew that I was going against people like that.
Man, we are going to talk about more about those things right here in a little
Yeah,
bit. But yeah,
yeah, I'm excited to talk about that.
that's how he got into the wrestling industry. Going to a show, winning a raffle. Can't tell you how many
Hmm.
shows I've been to with NTW, and I've entered all the raffles, and I haven't won a single one.
Yeah, I think that might have been the only one I've ever won in my life.
You can ask everybody. I'm that guy that I'm spending like 20, $40 on tickets. I got like two
Oh
handfuls, and
no,
it's like number 57.95. I'm like, okay, well, I guess not me. I'm 67.95. All right.
I'm just call me a coward, but I'm just scared to do that because
Hey
I'm like,
man,
shoot,
I'm just like, you gotta go big or go home, right?
that's right. No, I respect it.
I was like, I'm going to win a belt. I need to add to the collection.
That's right.
Because last time they gave away the TNT title and the
And the
Winged
Big
Eagle
Eagle.
title,
Yeah, yeah,
which I was like, I'm going to go for the TNT title because I already have the Winged Eagle back there somewhere. Um,
yeah.
and I was like, man, that'd be cool. Because the one before that, I think they gave away the previous NTW World title. And I wanted that one too. It was like, I want it. Looks like the big gold belt.
Right.
And I didn't
That'd have
win
been a
that
great one to
one.
have.
I was like 2 digits off or something. I was like, dang it.
Dang.
Because like I said, it was like 57.95 one, but I was like 67.95. I was like, dang it. I was like, I should have waited. But one guy did it smart. He's like, I bought some when I got here. I'm gonna let everyone else buy tickets, and I'm gonna buy some more. I was like, I need to do that.
That's smart.
I'm
That
gonna
is
do that
smart.
next time. It was the guy sitting next to me. I was like, really? You couldn't just let me have one?
Dang.
But then if I would have won, they were like, it's rigged.
That's the unfortunate part about like being involved is like if you win, people think it's rigged or
Yeah, but
whatever.
at the same time, I'm still a wrestling fan. It's like I still
Hmm.
want a belt. I
That's
take my
right.
belt sometimes. I think the first show I went with you guys was Game Changer 1 or 2. I know you
I
and
think it was
Ace were
one.
there. I think it was one because
Hmm.
I think you and Ace were there. Y'all competed. I think it was against
Against Oro,
was oh yeah, Mikey B and
Red Chambers.
Red Chambers. Yeah, you went up against them. I
Hmm.
was actually watching the match the other day with Razor Ray and um,
Kane Carter.
Kane Carter, and you and
Yeah.
Ace came out and helped out
Yeah.
Tex Mex to beat up on them guys. And then
Hmm.
of course Red was in the ring, or not, Mikey B was in the ring and super kicked Razor Ray. So I was like, okay, going back through history, rewatching stuff.
Hmm. No, that was just a real time.
Oh man, and it's only getting better, man. I'm just saying,
Absolutely.
you just had a match at Game Changer 3 where you
Hmm.
actually took on a Texas legend, Hoss Holding, which we're gonna get into right now. Um, Let me see. I think I lost you there. No, you're still
I'm
there.
here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
I thought I lost you.
No,
But
I'm here.
yeah, you just had a matchup. But before we get into that, you've had quite a bit of matchups from the last time I've seen you till until Game Changer, because you've been all over the place, man. And I need to know, like, where all have you been? I know you're always going to Haybarn. That's one of your territories you like to go to, and you've been to several others since then. If you want to name them
So I've
all,
been
go ahead, my friend.
yeah, let's pro wrestling Mid South in Tennessee, Dyersburg and Ripley, Tennessee. I've gone to Elite Gladiators Wrestling, which is in Houston, Texas. Super Southern Wrestling in Houston. Allied Championship Wrestling, Houston. And then I've gone to NTW. I've gone to uh Last time I was on the show, I was Gladiator champion.
Yeah.
But since then, uh, I don't work there much anymore. But I still, we're still in good graces and stuff. So, but uh, about Hay Barn Championship Wrestling, I've League of Lions is my home. That's where I tend to be most of the time. And I'm sure I'm missing some. I know King of Sports is on there. There's the one-offs I've been to. So, I mean, I've definitely been blessed to go to a bunch of places and see different folks and go against different people. So
Nah, man. I'm sure, it's a lot of traveling, but I'm sure you're enjoying
mhm,
every single minute of it because
every
not
second.
not a lot of people get to say like, man, I travel the country on the weekends,
Hmm.
but they don't
Yeah,
know
for
that
sure.
you go into a 18 by 18, sometimes 12 by 12 ring, and throw people
Mm,
around.
yeah. No, I'll never forget the first time I told like a friend that I was doing that, and they're like, "What?" Like, or my favorite thing is like running into somebody from high school, and they're like, "Are you still wrestling?" I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "You still do it?" I'm like, "Yeah, but like I'm going everywhere doing it," and they're like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yes." And they're like, "Well, that's awesome because everybody's known that's what I've always wanted to do, so it's
I
pretty cool."
mean, as far as I've known you, like you've been traveling. You were traveling. Everywhere, and I just past few years just seeing your journeys. I keep up with a lot of y'all. Like I'm sitting here
Mhm.
so social media. I'm like, oh man, Matt Deluna's over there this weekend. Nice. Oh, he just
Thank
beat
you,
that guy for that title. Okay, cool.
thank you.
It's just amazing. And then of course you got the privilege of traveling with one of your good friends, Ace Alexander, for a while.
Right.
Um, and then of course he retired, and he just recently came back. Is that correct?
He's back. That's right.
He's back, and
He's uh he's already League of Legends tag team champion with with someone else. Because I was already doing something. I was already feuding with someone else, so he slotted in perfectly and became champion. So
hey, gotta do what you gotta do. But I'm glad he's doing
absolutely,
better. I'm glad he's
me
doing
too.
his thing now.
Hmm.
We won't get into any of those other things that I don't know what happened, but
Yeah,
I'll
no,
let him explain one day on the podcast or talk about
yeah,
it. But I'm just glad that obviously with him stepping aside, you got to do more singles competition,
hmm,
obviously, and add to your collection, add to your resume, um,
right.
and really step up your game in a big way, man. Because I got to give you props. I've seen your in ring work,
Hmm.
and also not only that, but you're thriving in other places like your fitness. Because last
Thank you,
time I saw you, I gave you big props. Like Matt, what happened, man? You slimming down,
thank
looking
you, thank
good.
you.
And
I appreciate it.
what's that been like for you? Like, what's changed in the past few months that you've stepped up and started doing more with your health?
You know, it was just getting to the point to where after my match, I'd just be super exhausted, or um, I was noticing that like during the week, I wasn't able to be active. I was super tired. I never could hold my breath was always out. Like I was always out of breath, and I just can't live like this. Like it's not good. It's not like sufficient, and you're always nervous. Like everybody compares me to Ralphie May. Like my whole life,
Mm.
everybody's always compared me to Ralphie May, and Ralphie May died really young, and like not to be morbid or nothing, but I don't want to die tomorrow. So I gotta, get healthier, be better. So especially if I want to do what I'm doing now, my body's not gonna survive the the beating I give it. So if I stay in the shape I'm in, I want to always hurt worse, and I'm always going to be, you know, one day I'm just gonna get hurt,
Yeah.
severely, and I don't want to risk all that. So
No, I get it, man. But what have you changed? Has it been like eating habits? Are you just training more, or just everything has changed?
I'm training a lot more. I'm really trying to expand my horizons on eating because I don't I don't like anything. Like seriously, I don't like I have the palate of an 8-year old. Seriously, like it's terrible. Like I don't like anything. So it's not that I eat a lot. It's just that I only like things that aren't good for you.
Ah,
You know what I'm saying? And it's just really hard because I try to eat, I try to expand my horizon, and it's just so bad. So I've been working on that here and there. It hasn't been, doing too hot, but I've been, training a lot more. I've just been in the ring a lot. I've recently moved to Little Rock, Arkansas, and I'm really looking for somewhere to play basketball. Not like as a team or
just
any of that.
shoot some
It's
hoops,
just
move around.
because when I was a senior in high school, I was getting in great shape because I was always playing pickup basketball games. So like, it'd just be like 2-on-2 or something, but it tricks you into doing cardio and it tricks you into having fun while locking in. So that's really what I'm trying to do. But my weight's always fluctuating, and as long as I, because it's more of like a 3 step forward, 2 step back type deal. But as long as I'm that 1 step ahead of where I was yesterday, I want to try and continue that because I feel like I'm doing some of the best work I've ever done. Like, actually,
Oh
I
yeah.
don't think that. Like, I know that. Like, I'm doing the best work I've ever done, and if I want to continue to get better and survive, I gotta be better. You know what I mean?
Oh, I mean, it's showing because, like you were telling me earlier before we started, you are getting more opportunities now, right? You are
Yeah, for
getting
sure.
booked in a lot more places. A lot of places are putting their faith in you, and you
Mhm.
know, you've been what was it, Haybarn Hardcore Champion for a while now, over
Yes.
300 days almost. Is that where we're at?
Yeah. So by next show, I will have been champion for 364 days. So I'm probably around the 350 mark as of today,
Man,
which is just insane because one, you don't really expect to, it's not an expect thing. You just kind of hope that you're blessed with the opportunity to have a title shot one day. You know what I mean?
no, I get
And
it,
then
man.
you win that championship and then you're able to hold it. It's a huge blessing.
Oh yeah, no, I get. I mean, I can imagine. I don't get it because I've never been a champion, right? But
Right,
I get it though, right? It's like they're putting the title on you for over a year, almost a year. My bad, almost a year right
right,
now, and
right.
that just says a lot to your in ring work, your abilities, and what they think about you. Like man, because me and Devian were talking about that in his episode.
Hmm.
They're putting their faith in you, and
Right.
you just got to do the work, right? And make sure that
Yeah,
you
and
represent that title and that brand.
Matt Cardona says it a lot. And ever since I heard him say it, back in 2020 or something like that, it's always stuck with me heavily because people are so focused on their haters or stuff like that. But he says, I focus on people who believe in me because I want to prove them right. And that's so true because I have so many people like in my corner.
Oh yeah.
And it would really suck if I was terrible. You know what I mean? Like it would really suck if you know what I mean? I want to I want to prove them right. I want to be good for them.
Well, not only for them, but for yourself as well, right? Like you were
Yeah.
saying like you want to keep doing this, you want to do more
Hmm.
in this, and I'm rooting for you, man. I'm always rooting for Matt
Thank
DeLuna.
you. Thank you,
Since the
thank
first
you.
time I met him, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I told you in the beginning, like earlier, I was honest with you. Like, oh man, the first time I met you, I was like, okay, but you proved me
Mhm.
wrong. You shut me up, and now I'm on Matt's corner now. I'm like,
No,
go
I appreciate
Matt.
it.
But I can't say that when I'm, in the live events. I can't go kick his ass, man.
Yeah.
I have to be unbiased.
Right, right.
Oh man, but I'm over here like it's just amazing, like all the work you're putting in, and I'm glad you are taking care of yourself because that's always first, right?
Right.
Especially in life, not just in what you're doing right now.
For sure.
Um, but now let's get into where you've been though. Like, what matches have you competed in the past few months that have, you know, that are memorable for you?
It's hard to kind of pinpoint those because this weekend will be the first weekend since April 4th that I'm not wrestling.
What first time?
Uh first time. And now I have an opportunity to wrestle this weekend. It just hasn't like I haven't put pen to paper. So as of today, I'm not booked this weekend. And
Wow,
honestly, my body might need a break, but just in the last couple months I've had like just in 2026, I've had uh around 45 matches like as of today.
man.
A- And it's such a huge blessing because when I first started, I was doing like 12 a year because I would do like once a month, and I might do some pickups, so I'd maybe have like 16 to 20 matches a year. And for it to be August, and I'm already at like 45, 50,
Man,
it's
that's
wild,
you're pretty much wrestling almost 2 3 times a week.
right? So, some memorable ones this year. February, I got to go against Mike Bennett,
Hmm. How was that?
which so during I think I was in high school, maybe middle school, the Miracle Mike Bennett showed up on TNA, and I remember being like I remember watching him and thinking that he was great. Like I became a fan of him, and when you see someone on TV, you don't even really think of the possibility of going against them. Now, you can you can have that dream of like it'd be cool to go against them one day, but when the opportunity arose, um, I was like, I gotta be on my A game. I gotta be great. So it was uh it was honestly one of the coolest experiences of my life because I don't really want to peel back the curtain too much, but let's just say the match went exactly how it should have gone, and everybody was thrilled with it, including Mike Bennett himself. So Mike Bennett gave me props. He again, I don't want to peel back the curtain too much because I still I still have a bone to pick with him because he rolled me up. So obviously, I want to get that win back.
So did he pull the
But
tights?
so the way it ended, I had him in a Taz mission,
Ah,
and uh, he was about to pass out, like he was done. But before I had the opportunity to like fall back with it, he basically gave me like a sliced bread almost. But he ran up the turnbuckle, rolled me up, and by the time the three was counted, I tried to kick it out, and he got off of me, and the match was over. I
ah.
got up, and so in a way, like I beat myself because I wasn't thinking, but at the same time, he's he was smart enough to get me in a vulnerable position, and
Oh, the veteran move. Okay, I got you.
yeah, so I think I got overconfident because if you watch the match, I beat him up so bad, like,
Man,
um, and again, it's such a blessing that I even had that opportunity. So I'll always be grateful for that. That's a huge one. Just last week, I had a match with Chris Preston, who is someone I've been watching since I was 8 years old. We had a hardcore match for my
Oh,
championship. So we walked in, and I successfully defended my championship against somebody that I've literally been looking up to my whole life.
man.
Just 2 days ago, uh, Saturday of so August.
Like
Oh,
the
it's
13th or
Tuesday.
something? Or
So August 15th,
15th.
2026. I got to go against a guy named Corey Summers, who I've been watching since 2010. Again, just wild that I'm going against these people that I've been watching, and
Man.
that's why history is so important to me. Another significant match that comes to memory was me versus Joey Knight Jr. versus Leslie Lorenzo. It was a match that's gone back to both of their debuts. You know, Joey Knight Jr. he debuted in August of 24, and he debuted by being a security guard and being announced as the guy I was kind of beefing with at the time, being his new partner. So he debuted by forearming me
Man.
like that. So I've always been part of his history, and then Leslie Lorenzo, his debut was being my tag partner in a different promotion and us winning the tag championships. So uh, Leslie, he got a little too jealous for his own good, and he turned on me. Me and Joey had always had our kind of beef because I took the hardcore championship from him, and it all led to a triple threat match where all three of us had our own issues with each other because Leslie had been attacking Joey, and it just came to fruition,
Oh, man.
and we killed each other. Like we went crazy, and I came out on top. And another match I kind of want to the last one I really want to talk about was me versus Greg Anthony in Tennessee. We went for about 35 minutes,
Ooh.
and he came out with the victory. But it was a huge milestone for me because it kind of proved to me that I could one hang with such a legend in the business, and two hang with them for almost 40 minutes. You know, so
I mean,
I've taken every opportunity that I've been given to grow, and I hope that those 5 matches you can kind of see the growth I've kind of been on.
that last one you just said, almost 40 minutes in a match, man.
Yeah,
Oh, that's like Iron Man status right there.
yeah,
I'm just like, wow, 40 minutes. I think, what was it? I don't think in recent history anyone's had an Iron Man match. I think
well,
people have
especially like
gone,
on the indies, like that doesn't happen.
it doesn't happen. Like, I usually see matches 15, 20 minutes at the most,
Hmm.
sometimes like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
But 35 is crazy. Like, that's a good chunk of the show. And I
yeah,
know, like, I'm being behind the scenes now. I'm just like, man, they're really strict on the time. And
right.
35 minutes, that's crazy, man. Especially like we were just talking about your health journey. I'm
Hmm.
assuming that helped you a lot in that match, shutting
Oh
down
yeah,
some pounds
because
for it.
my my cardio is kind of insane right now. I'm not gonna lie. Like, obviously, I'm not the kind of guy to be able to go outside and run miles right now.
Oh yeah,
Like, you got to be kidding me. But
neither am
I
I. I
can,
mean,
I can, like I can go in the ring. There's difference, and I really hope that I can get a match at NTW here soon, so where I can show y'all that how much I've grown. Just because a lot has changed since. Obviously I just had my match with Haas, but a lot has changed since my match with Tex Mex back in the day, and a
yeah.
lot has changed since my wars with the Oro gang. And I hope that I hope that I can kind of prove that.
Oh man, the last match you and House holding, man. We're actually going to get into that now
Mhm.
because that was actually a pretty good match.
Thank you.
a lot did change because you had a different look. A lot of people don't know this if they don't know you, but you make your own entrance music.
Right.
Is that
Yeah.
correct? That song
That's
that
right.
we played was you rapping on that,
Hmm.
which is pretty dope, by the way. I listened to it on the
Thank you.
way home.
Thank you.
um, and you obviously come out with some different merch as well, some different gear
Hmm.
on. I
Hmm.
think you had that jersey or one of them.
Yes. One of them. Yeah.
'Cause I think you were wearing a different color. It might be in the blue one. I'm not sure, but yeah, it was a whole different
I can't
mat.
remember. Yeah.
It was definitely a different mat because we did the opening the bell, and we were joking with each other like, oh man, I can actually put my arms almost around you because you
Yeah.
have lost quite a bit of weight and
Hmm.
you were moving different. And I was like, man, he has a different look to him right now. I was really
Yeah.
noticing it, especially with Haas Holding, like Haas Holding being the veteran that he is, being 64 years old. Let's emphasize that 64
Hmm.
years old and can make younger guys look bad.
Yeah.
But
No, I don't want to get it twisted. Like now at 24 years old, I'm 10 years in myself,
yeah,
and
10 years, man.
I've I've come into that veteran status as well. So what is what's another reason why I need to focus and be great is because now people hear 10 years and they expect me to be great. So I have to be great.
Oh yeah.
And I know my timeline's kind of weird because I started at 14, so I wasn't traveling, as much as, a lot of people. But in these past 4 years, I've grown such a significant amount that, I've become great. And I can't wait to show that by challenging for some of these NTW championships and, you know, putting my name in NTW history.
Oh
Because, like
yeah.
I said, I'm a history buff. Well, how do you become part of the history books? By stamping your name in it.
Oh yeah.
And that's what I plan to do. You know?
Man, I know that's always a plan for you because in that match you actually pulled out the dub on him,
Yeah.
and I think pulling the victory over House Holding would put your name in the pot for something down the road. Um,
I know a lot of people, probably wonder why I did it in the fashion that I did.
that was my next
And
question.
oh, okay.
That was gonna be my next
Well,
question. Like, we're gonna get into that in a minute. Like, how, like you beat him, but there was a controversial finish at the end.
mhm,
But before we get to the ending, like
okay.
what was the mindset going into the match with House Holding? We talked briefly about it, because we were everything going on, World Cup. It was loud.
Mhm.
We barely got the words out in the beginning, but what was the mindset going into the match with Haas Holding?
My mindset was you haven't been here in a year. You have to show them that you're not here to play.
Mm-hmm.
You got to show them that you're here to be something. You're not here just for another date to fill. And my goal was to come out on top. Now, a lot of people think going out on top means winning by pinfall or submission. A lot of people think it means by doing it, the proper way. Well, a lot of times the proper way isn't on the table because as you saw, as much as I don't like to admit it, Haas almost had me beat at several different times. But I knew that if I could play with his head a little bit, that he would make a rash decision. Especially, you know, wise men, especially like older men, they tend to kind of have a chip on their shoulder because they're trying to. Me and him both had something to prove that day. Like I knew I had a chip on my shoulder, so I had to keep my head in the game. Him, I knew that if I could throw him off his rocker for just a second, he'd make a rash decision, and that's exactly what I did.
So, to that controversial finish,
Mm-hmm.
obviously Mikey B's music played.
Mhm.
Are you saying you had something to do with that?
I'm not saying I had anything to do with his music playing. I'm saying that I knew that if I could make him mad enough, he would use his cowbell. He would use his bull rope. And that's just the price I had to pay. Now, did it hurt? Yes, very much so. Did I know that it was going to hurt? I did. But I also knew that as soon as that hit me, the ref would ring the bell and I would be the winner. So it's just a
Well,
price I had to pay.
well, in the beginning, I don't know what the referee what was going on there, but he actually called it a double disqualification. But I guess NTW management said no. You
Mm-hmm.
he hit him with the bell, so therefore
Yeah.
Matt's the winner. So he had to
Mm-hmm.
reverse that decision on the spot.
He reversed the decision because in professional wrestling, the person who is hit by the foreign object or the outside interferer or anything to that occasion
Is the winner.
is the winner. Now, if I would have, grabbed a chair maybe and, hit him, it kind of would have evened it out. So maybe it would have been a double DQ there.
Or if you had
But
got caught.
yeah, right. If I would have gotten caught doing the thing I did to make him mad, because I knew that, you got to be able to play the game. You know what I mean?
All right.
And people see me being young, but I'm the young vet. There's a reason why that vet part is in there because I got the brain, I got the knowledge to catch a vet slipping. I got the knowledge to catch people slipping in. Whenever I made him mad, he was mad for just long enough to cost himself the match.
Man. I don't know everything that happened there, man. I think we got a confession here, but I'm not gonna say that you confessed to anything. But
No,
that
I
music
mean, I just say
music
it like this.
hit
I
because
I was in the ring. I was in the ring. I wasn't touching the music device, so it wasn't
uh,
me.
oh, okay,
But
because from my angle, it looked like Hoss Holding was pinning somebody in the ring, and then music played. But we won't talk about that part
you know,
because at the end of the day, like you just said, you came out the victor. He made the
right?
mistake in the end,
Hmm.
and you pulled out the dub.
That's right.
And with that victory, um, what's next for Matt? Because man, I know you said you want to get some NTW gold. You want to put one of the titles around your waist. And there was a tag team tournament announced, or is tag team division not in your eyesights right now?
Tag team division will always be in my sight because I have a certain step bro who we are 3-time champions together. Maybe not at NTW, but in several different promotions. Now, I don't know if that is on the table. I don't know if me challenging Keelik Sunrise for the open weight championship is on the table. I don't
Oh,
know if, me versus Stevan Remsen for the United States championship is on the table. Shoot, I don't know if, me versus Devion for the world championship or the Texas championship's on the table. But what I do know is that one of those will be on the table and I will pick it up and raise my hand in victory.
man, that's gonna be a journey that I can't wait to see, man.
Thank you.
Honestly, and I didn't know you were
Thank you.
24 years old. You made me feel old just now.
Yeah, I'm
I thought
24
you were
years
close
old.
to. I thought you were close to 30.
No, no.
I'm 37. I'm like, oh man, he just made me feel old because you were
I'm
throwing those
sorry.
those those years at me like in '08. I was like, man, how old was he in '08?
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, I was already married with and working a full time job.
Nah, man. Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy, but I mean, I'm glad you started at a young age, man, and 10
Thank you.
years already. That's
I
amazing.
uh I was definitely blessed with the opportunity, like I mentioned, people being in my corner. Without my family, without, the wrestlers who, would train me, I wouldn't be doing this. I mean, at 14 years old, you honestly probably shouldn't be doing it. So the fact that I had enough people who wanted me to be able to do what I wanted to do, you know? Because none of this was forced ever. Like
Oh,
this was me like begging and pleading and just for a shot. And people gave me a shot. And that's why I feel it's so important that it's not a misfire or the chamber's not jammed up. I gotta I gotta make sure that it's a it's a shot that is fully on target, you know and that's that's always my goal, is to prove that it's a shot worth taking.
most definitely, man. Um, Obviously, we've already said Matt Deluna's been everywhere. Obviously, they know. Is there any promotions that you didn't name that you're going to be coming up with soon, like going there soon? That might be on in your planning.
Courageous Pro Wrestling. I just realized I don't know if I said them, but Courageous Pro Wrestling, I am currently their world champion. And August 29th, I'll be having a title defense, and it is unconfirmed who I'm going against, because on the same show there will be a triple threat match to crown the number one contender. So
So somebody's going to pull double duty that night.
somebody's pulling double duty. Now, I, in a way, come out lucky, I guess, that it's not me, because whoever I'm going against will not be fresh. But I also know that the history buff I am, there's been a lot of people who weren't fresh and still came out on top. There's been
Oh,
a lot of people who came back from injury backstage, or there's a lot of people who come out on the brink of death just to come in, be the ultimate underdog. So it is my mission to make sure that I'm focused, that I'm locked in, because I have to retain my championship, right?
oh yeah.
So that's definitely something I need to think about. So Courageous Pro Wrestling, it is a Christian based promotion. The mission statement is Acts 2024, and it's not memorized, but to paraphrase it, it's my life is of no value without uh, following this course. It's our job to spread the gospel, and it's our job um,
You know
to
what
spread the name of
the
Jesus.
messed up part is? One of us should have known that.
Right?
I
No,
mean, I'm
and
on my other platform. I'm always posting Bible quotes.
well, and the worst part is Acts 2024 is my favorite verse. It's just I always mess it up.
You blank
But
out, right?
yeah, I blank out. But Acts
um,
2024 is it's about it's our mission to spread the gospel, and our life is of no value without Christ. So,
the messed up part
uh,
is my Bible's like right here too.
oh, that's great. Well, mine's right in front of me as well, and I should have just pulled it up, but
One of us should.
it's it's uh it's important that you use anything in your power to whatever you're doing to be a mission field. And wrestling is something I'm always doing, and wrestling there's it is a mission field. It's so important that we love each other, and it's important that we share the news with our peers and our friends and our fans. And um, I'm super excited that Courageous Pro Wrestling is allowing me to be part of their promotion. And
Oh yeah.
yeah,
So you said it was Acts 2024.
that's right.
All right, I got it right here. I'm gonna read it just in
Okay,
case,
yeah, yeah,
just in
go
case one of y'all
ahead.
need to hear it, right?
Yeah.
However, I consider my life worth nothing to me. My only aim is to finish the race and complete the task the Lord Jesus has given me, the task of testifying to the good news of God's grace. Okay,
Love that verse. Yeah.
that is a great verse. It's how we
And
should
I'm
all
very
live our lives, right?
that's right. Because Matthew 28, 19 to 20. Let's just do 19 for now. Is uh, we're all called to be we're all called to make disciples of all nations. and there's kind of another version of that verse. So as I'm wrestling, as I'm around all these people like in different areas, and
Waving at the person behind you. I
oh
think it was your mom.
well, yeah, is there a way to cut that out?
We'll keep going. It happens. My daughter was
Uh,
in the other podcast the other day.
okay. Well, anyways, as long as we're able to, you know, be a good witness and be a good example and whatnot, you know,
Most
that's
definitely. I mean, because that's what we're called for, right?
absolutely,
to,
absolutely,
to witness and testify to glorify the name of God.
yep,
That's a
for sure.
WTP first. We actually did Bible talk on WTP today.
Oh, nice.
That is a
That's awesome.
first.
Hmm.
A lot of people don't get to do that here because I try to keep it separated, but hey man, whenever hits the heart, might as well keep going with it.
Right, absolutely.
Man, but this has been fun, man. This really has. I got to enjoy this talk with you. I mean, we need to do this more, obviously. Maybe
For
we'll have
sure.
you on the spotlight with NTW's platform
Okay.
because there we break down everything happening within NTW.
Mm,
I think we're gonna be doing one soon. We're gonna be breaking down Game Changer before the next event happens, which hasn't had a confirmed date yet, as far as I
mm,
know. Uh,
right.
but but if they want to find you, Matt, if they want to find Matt DeLuna, follow you, where do they do that at?
On all platforms at True MDL, TrueMDL.
And he has a link tree on his Instagram if you want to click
Hmm.
that, and it'll pop up everything,
That's
even
right.
his email and his phone number if you want to hit him up and
Yeah,
book
my
him.
social and
To book him, is that correct? Is that where they can
my
find you
email's on there. Yeah,
for
yeah,
bookings if you're open for the bookings?
for sure. And you can, I mean, obviously my DMs are open as well. So however you want to get a hold of me, I'm there.
All right. So there you go, guys. I will put that link tree down below so y'all can hit him up and find him and follow him. Hit him up for Bible talk if you want it,
Oh
or
yeah, I'm down.
booking him. So
Hmm.
definitely do that. A lot of people don't know that, but that's also why we're good friends here. We're both brothers in
Hmm.
Christ.
For sure.
We try to be at least. I try to walk that path. Some not so
Can I
good
give
sometimes.
a few shout outs?
Oh yeah, I do that.
Okay, can I shout out my mom? You saw her.
Yeah.
She'll probably be upset, but shout out my mom. Shout out my dad. Slim Matthew, he's ring announcer for several different promotions. At A Barn, he's my personal ring announcer. Huge, huge, cool blessing for that. And shout out the Delunas, Calvary Deluna, Truman Deluna, my cousin, and shout out my sister Katie. She's going to college. So is
Congrats.
Calvary. They're both at college right now, and super proud of them. Shout out my grandpa. But I'm super appreciative of the people in my life. Shout out Ace, my step bro, my tech partner, my friend, my best friend, and overall, shout out y'all watching because without y'all, I mean, we'd be doing this for nothing, you know.
That is another first. No one's ever given somebody a shout out here.
Oh, nice.
Matt
So
just putting all the first. Okay, there you go.
you gotta show love to the people who love you, like so.
Hey man, do what you got to do.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it. But definitely thank you, man. I can't wait to have you back
thank
on
you.
here. Maybe next time you'll have a some more gold around you because I know you have it right there. You just didn't prop it up today.
Yeah, I didn't prop it up. I didn't prop it up, but I got some.
Next time, man. Next time.
Next time,
Next time,
I
show
got you.
that gold, man. He got that
Yes,
gold on his
sir.
neck.
Yeah.
All right, but until next time, guys, y'all stay safe. God bless and peace.